Psaki, go ahead.
Thanks, Jen. My question, the president said that the U.S. should learn from its mistakes in the past. Does the president have any mistakes that he thinks he made during this withdrawal in Afghanistan that he wants to learn from?
Well, I would say I think the president's been pretty clear that we all had an expectation that the Afghan National Security Forces would fight harder in the end, would fight against the Taliban. We all had an expectation that President Ghani would not flee the country. Those were not expectations that were clearly met. So you can spend a lot of time looking in the rearview mirror. What our focus now on is moving forward on our diplomatic effort, settling Afghan refugees, SIV applicants, and others who are coming to the United States, doing that in a very thorough and clear way, and also getting them settled in communities. That's what our focus has to be on.
That he shouldn't have made those assumptions about the Afghan government. Is that the lesson for him then?
Well, I think most people made that assumption, but I don't have any more for you.
I only ask that because he said that the U.S. should learn from their mistakes, but if there's
Right, and he laid out clearly what he thinks they are over the past 20 years.
Afghanistan, we talked to Greg Meeks, the chair of the House Foreign Affairs Committee, and he said there will indeed be congressional hearings on this longest war in U.S. history from the beginning to this moment. What is the expectation of this administration when it comes to these hearings, and what are you willing to offer? Full transparency as it relates to how all of this happened beyond these speeches, but going into the weeds as to why, the hows, the who, what, when, where, and whys.
Well, I would say first we've already done several briefings with members, including in the classified setting, over the course of the last several weeks. And that speaks to our commitment to answering questions they have and being able to play our role in working with them on addressing the last 7 months. Now it's a 20-year war, so there's obviously a lot to dig into.
One more.
Yeah.
But following up on that, but would this administration be willing to sit before a hearing? Some in this administration go before Congress and answer questions about their part in this war.
Again, I think we've clearly already been participating in Congress's asks, and we have already been briefing them. There haven't been specific requests made that I am aware of, and as they come, we'll speak to those.
What are the embassies in the area doing in Europe and Spain to support this effort to help get Americans out and just this evacuation and going and shifting from the military operation to that of diplomacy?
Well, there's been a huge role that our nation's diplomats have been playing already to date. Obviously, there's been a Herculean effort by the U.S. military on the ground, but our diplomats, the consular officers, many of them who are on the ground, or those who are making tens of thousands of phone calls to identify Afghan applicants, members of the vulnerable population, American citizens, that work will continue. And that work will continue to help get American citizens and others who have fought by our side out of the country.